Hi students, I welcome you all for control system lectures. In the previous class we have discussed a numerical problem on Bode plot, and we have plotted a Bode and we estimated the stability of a system using Bode plot. That is, the phase crossover frequency must be greater than gain crossover frequency, and in which the system is said to be stable, right? If the system is unstable, only if the gain crossover frequency is less than the phase crossover frequency, and if the gain crossover frequency is equal to phase crossover frequency, then the system is marginally stable, right? So these are the conditions for stability in Bode plot. In this class, we'll be discussing another numerical problem which is a bit different from the first numerical problem that we solved in the previous class. So it was asked us to determine the value of k, right, for unity feedback system having open loop transfer function g of s, which was given as k by s into s plus 2 into s plus 4. Find the k for gain margin is equal to 20 dB and find k value for phase margin of 60 degrees, right? So here the transfer function is given for unknown k, right? The gain of a transfer function was not known. They asked us to plot a Bode in which we need to find the k value at 20 dB, and similarly we need to find the k value at phase margin is equal to 60. We have plotted phase margin and gain margin in the previous class, right? So the phase margin is calculated at gain crossover frequency and gain margin is calculated at phase crossover frequency, right? So what is the phase crossover frequency and gain crossover frequency? Sorry. If you have a plot, Bode plot, in which the gain plot here will be having a gain plot, uh, and we have a phase plot here, right? We have a phase plot and gain plot. I'm segregating with the horizontal line. If you have a certain plot, gain plot like this, and phase plot like this, and if you have 0 dB somewhere here, 0 dB and minus 180 degrees line somewhere here, right? If you draw a perpendicular from gain crossover frequency here, the plot where the gain plot where it crosses 0 dB, this point is called gain crossover frequency, right? Gain crossover frequency, this is called gain crossover frequency. So if you draw a perpendicular from this point, okay, I'm just writing it as an example, okay? So this is the margin from where um, the phase shift from minus 180 can be calculated, right? So if you calculate here, what is the phase shift from minus 180? Here if it is minus 180, this would be 200 minus 200 or somewhere, right? So the difference you need to calculate from minus 180 degrees. This difference we need to calculate, and this difference is called phase margin. This is phase margin, right? The perpendicular from gain crossover frequency if you draw, and which touches the phase plot, the angle from which it is deviated from minus 180 degrees, that angle is a phase margin, right? Similarly, when you draw a perpendicular from gain crossover frequency, phase crossover frequency, this is the point where minus 180 dB touches the phase plot. This is actually, what is this? This is phase crossover frequency. This is called phase crossover frequency. This is phase crossover frequency. If you draw a perpendicular from here, It will touch the gain plot somewhere here. So the point at which the phase crossover frequency, perpendicular line at which phase crossover frequency touches the gain plot, it is called the gain margin, right? The margin from 0 dB, from here 0 dB, this is a gain margin, right? Whatever the difference you get here from the 0 dB, this is what the gain margin is about. Okay, so based on the conditions, what the conditions we have for stability, if the phase crossover frequency omega pc, phase crossover frequency is greater than gain crossover frequency, then the system is stable. If gain crossover frequency is greater than phase crossover frequency, then the system is unstable. And if phase crossover frequency is equal to gain crossover frequency, then system is marginally stable, right? Omega gc is equal to omega pc, then system is marginally stable. Okay, so these are the conditions. Now what transfer function they have given to us? It was given as k by s into s plus 2 into s plus 4. That means we are having unknown gain. We don't know the gain of the system. What they asked is, when the gain margin here, if it is equal to 20 dB, what is the gain you get? Similarly, if the phase margin here, if it is 60 degrees, if you get a 60 degrees, what is the k value at that point, right? So I have pre-written the problem here. I'll just explain the problem. So first step is to write the transfer function in the standard form, right? This is the transfer function they have given, and once we write in terms of a standard form, what we need to do is we have to take out this 2 and 4 outside the transfer function, outside the term. So what you get, 2 into 4 into 2 is 8. So if you are taking common of 8, how it will convert? S into 1 plus s by 2 into 1 plus s by 4, right? We are taking the terms of 2 and we are making it terms of s plus 1 into s plus 1 this way, right? So we will take this s 8 in the numerator, so it will become like k by 8 and whatever the denominator term left, right? So the second step is to plot the slope and magnitude of the first line. So where we get the first line of Bode plot, where it actually starts. So slope and magnitude of first line will be at the minimum frequency, right? So suppose for example, if you are considering k is equal to 1 in this whole set, whatever the numerator term we are considering it as k1, right? Then substitute k equal to 1, therefore what you get is magnitude at omega is equal to 1, right? S equal to j omega is equal to 1, you need to substitute, and if you substitute omega equal to 1, the slope, the magnitude will be converted as 20 log k1. What is k1? K1 is 1. So 20 log 1, that is nothing but 0 dB. Here actually in the transfer function, if you observe, there is one s term, that means one pole at origin. So it was given as one pole at origin, that means the system is type 1 system. For type 1 system, as we discussed in introduction to the Bode plot, if you have a type 1 system, the slope of first line will start at minus 20 dB per decade. Right? If you remember the first lecture of Bode plot, we have discussed type 1 system, type 2 system, and based on that the first line will start. First line of the Bode plot will start. Here, since we have only one S term, that means there is only one pole at origin. Therefore, the first line will start at minus 20 dB. If we have poles, it is minus 20 dB, and if you have zeros, we have to take 20 dB plus 20 dB. Right? Now, next step is to write all the corner frequencies in ascending order. Right? Write all the corner frequencies in ascending order. So what we have in the transfer function, the poles and zeros, check the poles and zeros in the transfer function. We don't have any zero here. If you observe, we don't have any zero here. We have only poles. Right? We have only poles here. What are the poles? Just take the transfer function. We have pole at origin, pole at minus 2, pole at minus 4. Right? Pole at 2 and pole at 4. So at omega is equal to 2, that means at pole at 2 radians per second. What is the pole? That gives minus 20 dB. So the resultant actually is minus 40. Why? Because the pole at origin is contributing minus 20 dB initially, and we need to add minus 20 dB to this. Right? So it is contributing, pole at minus 2 is contributing minus 20 dB, that we need to add with the first line. First line, that means minus 20 dB per decade. Okay. Then at omega is equal to 4 radians per second, another pole that is contributing minus 20 dB, and the resultant will be minus 40 minus 20, that is minus 60 dB. Right? So this is how we get phase plot, gain plot. Just we will draw the gain plot and we'll come back to the phase plot again. Right? So what we'll do, we'll separately draw phase plot and gain plot. Here we'll consider some similar graph. Okay, I am dividing in this similar graph here. Okay, I'll just do with another color, with a green. Sorry. Okay, I'll just to divide it and separate phase plot and the gain plot, I'm just drawing a line. Okay, now we know in the similar graph, gain will be started from 0 dB, 0, 20 dB, 40 dB, minus 20 dB, minus 40 dB. We'll write it this way. Okay, and minus 60 dB also there in that. In our problem we have a minus 60 also. So we'll write it till minus 60 dB. Right? Then for phase plot we'll write it later. Okay. So what happened? The first line, where the first line is starting, we'll check where the first line is starting actually. The first step at 20 log k, 0 dB. Right? At omega is equal to 1, what we have is 0 dB. At omega is equal to 1, what we have is 0 dB. So actually in our plot, we will be considering the x-axis from 0.1 radians, right? 0.1 radians, 1 radians, 1, 10, 100, 1000, 10,000 and so on, right? What we know is, in the first step, when we calculated from the slope of the first line, when omega is equal to 1, by substituting k is equal to 1, what we got is 0 dB. This is the point we got. 0 dB at omega is equal to 1. Omega is equal to 1, 0 dB we got. Then what happened is we just calculated at omega is equal to 2 and omega is equal to 4. Omega is equal to 2, what we got is minus 20 dB, right? At omega is equal to 2, resultant we need to check. We'll just go through that step again and show. Yeah, see here, at omega is equal to 2, what we got is minus 20 dB. The resultant is minus 40 dB. Resultant is minus 40 dB. Okay, minus 20 dB we need to add to that. Then again at omega is equal to 4, again we are having minus 20 dB. Okay, we'll just write it here. Okay, where is omega is equal to 1, omega is equal to 2 is here. This at omega is equal to 2, you got minus 20 dB. Minus 20 dB. From where it is starting, actually starting point 20 dB. This one, and omega is equal to 2, we got 20 dB. You can just draw with free hands till omega is equal to 2, this point. Okay, next point is omega is equal to 4. 1, 2, 3, here 4. 2, 3, 4. Omega is equal to 4. Here it will contribute minus 20 dB. Right? You can just draw a free line here with the free hands, and wherever it touches, it is minus here, this point. Right? So this is actually minus 20 dB. This is again contributing minus 20 dB. Okay. So we'll just, after this we don't have any other poles, so we can just draw in this way. If you have a poles, then we can draw it a single line from there, from the 0 dB. Okay, since we don't have any other line, we'll just draw it with the free hands. Okay, so this is how the plot look. I'll represent here one point, second point, and the third point. Okay, at 0 dB we got, at omega is equal to 1 we got 0 dB. Okay, so this is how the gain plot looks. Gain plot, and now we'll see how the phase plot looks. Okay, how to calculate the phase plot. So from the standard form, here, from the standard form, we need to compute based on the poles. The standard equation was given as phase is equal to, this minus 90 is because there is one pole, right? At the corner frequency omega is equal to 2, we'll get omega by 2, tan inverse of omega by 2. So another pole, for another pole what we have is minus tan inverse of omega by 4. This is for pole at 4, corner frequency 4, right? So for different values of omega, we need to compute phase. So I have pre-computed it and written in this table for different values of omega. Whatever the values we got, I just tabulated here. What we need to do is just substitute omega value here. Omega is equal to 0.1. Once you substitute, calculate phi and write it down in the table. Okay. Then once you get all the phase angles for different values of omega, we can plot the phase plot. Right? I will just draw the phase plot. what we'll do, we'll take certain value. So just observe the values of 5. Just observe the values where it started is at minus 94 it started and it went till minus 269, right? So till minus, it started at minus 90, therefore we'll start at 90. We'll start the plot at 90 here. So here minus 90, sorry, minus 90 degrees. This is 90 degrees. And this is 30, 30 we can take. This is minus, I think if you take 30, 30 it won't be sufficient. 120, 150, 180, 200, no, it won't be sufficient if you take 30, 30. We'll do one thing, we'll take the scale as 40, 40, okay? Just to accommodate all the phase angles. Or same scale we need to take, minus 90, minus 130, minus 170, minus 210, okay, then minus, anyway I think it will be sufficient even if you take 30 also. We'll just take 30 itself. Minus 120 degrees, minus 150, minus 180, minus 210, minus 240, minus 270. Yeah, the last value is minus 269. Therefore, we can accommodate all the values here. So that is fine. So what we can do at point 1, what is the value we got? What is the value we got at point 1? We got minus 90.29. Minus 94 we have here, another 4 points. So we can just draw it with the red. Okay. Minus 94.29, it will come somewhere here. Okay, then the next one is at 0.5. So 0.5 means this is actually 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5. Okay, this is 0.5. At 0.5, what is the value you got? Is minus 111.6. 111.6. Here you can write 111 is somewhere here. Okay. Then next point is at 1. At 1, what we got at 1 is minus 130. At 1, what you have at 1 is minus 130.66. At 130, it will come somewhere here. 1 here. 130 will be somewhere here. Okay. Next one is at 2, minus 161. At 2, minus 161. That is here. And at 5 we got, sorry, I think this is little overwritten. I'll just erase this. At 5, when we calculate, what we got is 209.5. Okay, 209.5. 209.5 at 5. At 5 means this is 2, 3, 4, 5. 209. 209 is somewhere here. Okay. Then the next point is at 10, 236. At 10, 236. Okay. At 50, 263. At 50, 20, 30, 40, 50, 50, 263. Right? 32, 63 at 50, 20, 30, 40, 50, 263. At 100, 266.5, 266.5, it will be here. At 1000, 269, okay, somewhere here. So just join all the points. Join all the points. Just join all the points. Okay, this is how the phase plot looks. Okay, now what we need to do, we need to draw phase margin and gain margin. Gain crossover frequency perpendicular will get phase margin, and phase crossover frequency perpendicular will get gain margin. Okay, just we'll draw it. So gain crossover frequency is the frequency at 0 dB, this point. If you draw a perpendicular from here, draw a perpendicular, the point at which the gain margin, this is GM, gain margin perpendicular will touches the phase plot, we have to calculate from minus 180. Okay, minus 180 degrees, whatever this one, this difference, this is nothing but the phase margin PM. Okay, this difference is nothing but phase margin. Then we have to draw a perpendicular from minus 180 degrees. What is minus 180 degrees says? This is gain margin, sorry, phase crossover frequency, omega PC. This is actually not gain margin, this is actually gain crossover frequency. Sorry for the mistake, it's a little confusing things. Gain omega GC, gain crossover frequency. Okay, this is gain crossover frequency, and a perpendicular if you draw, we get phase margin, and phase crossover frequency if you draw a perpendicular where it touches the gain plot from 0 dB, that is nothing but this point, this is gain margin. Okay, so if you compute the gain margin perpendicularly, like if you calculate, what we get here is minus 12 dB, and if you calculate the phase margin, you will be getting 48 degrees. Okay, so this is how we get phase margin and gain margin. And what we need to do, the next step, whether system is stable or not, right? So but what is the problem they have given to us? Whether they have asked us to calculate the stability of the system, whether they asked us to calculate stability. What they asked, they didn't ask anything about the stability. They asked determine the K value for gain margin of 20 dB, right? Gain margin of 20 dB, we need to calculate K value. So from here, the first step, when we compute the first step gives us the 0 dB when omega is equal to 1. At that time, what we did is 20 log K1. At K1 we have substituted omega is equal to 1, right? At this point what we got is 0 dB, right? In the first step, if you remember, I'll just show the first step. See, at omega is equal to 1 radians per second, what is the value? What is the equation you get is 20 log K1, right? 20 log K1. So at this point of K1, you got 20 dB when you substitute omega is equal to 1, right? So at this point, where they asked us to calculate K is at 20 dB, right? So 20 dB means at 20 dB, gain margin, what we got is minus 12 here. So from the first line, first equation, first step, what we get is 20 log dB. That is actually, if K1 is equal to 1, that means omega is equal to 1. You get 20 dB. So we have to calculate for 20 dB. 20 dB is from here, it is 20 dB is here. Therefore, at this point we need to calculate the K. So how far it is from the gain margin? So we need to subtract the gain margin from this point actually, right? Gain margin minus 20 dB is equal to 20 log K1. But we know gain margin, right? We know gain margin, we have calculated here. So gain margin is equal to minus 12, sorry, minus 12. Gain margin is actually from here, if we calculate 0 minus 12, actually 12, not minus 12, it is actually plus 12. 12 minus 20, that is minus 8. So 20 log K1 is equal to minus 8, and K1, if you compute, you will get K1 as 0.398, right? K1 as 0.398, but from the equation what we did, we substituted K is equal to K1 by, sorry, K1 is equal to K by, K1 is equal to K by 8. So what we have to calculate is K actually. K is equal to 8 into K1, that is 3.18. So this is the value of gain K at gain margin is equal to 20 dB. So it is like when you assume omega is equal to 1, that time we got 12 dB. But we need to calculate actual omega, right, by substituting K1. Therefore, it is deviated as 8 dB from the desired value. What we got is 12 dB. It is deviated 8 dB from the desired 20 dB. Therefore, we took the subtraction of it and substituted that particular value as gain margin, and we got the K value, right? So this is how we get K value. And second problem they asked is to compute K value for phase margin is equal to 60 degrees. We need to compute K value. 60 degrees, we need to compute K value. For 60 degrees, what is K? Okay, from the Bode plot, if we consider phase margin is equal to 60, here actual phase margin what we got is 48. If you consider phase margin is equal to 60, perpendicular line towards the gain would give us the gain margin, right? So now what we'll do, we'll draw a perpendicular at, consider the phase margin. Here actually phase margin what we got is 48. If you consider the phase margin at 60, that means we should take the deviation from here, minus 180, here till 48 we got, and some point here, somewhere here will give phase margin as 60, PM equal to 60, right? So what we need to do is we have to draw a perpendicular from here actually. What we get is gain margin. Sorry, gain crossover frequency. What we get is gain crossover frequency. This is just a shift from there, from the value which we got. So the gain margin, it will shift. If you compute from the gain margin shifter, this shift would be extra 4 dB from here. When you compute from here, if you draw a perpendicular from here, you get the 4 dB extra here, right? I'll just rewrite it clearly. See, from the table, sorry, from the Bode plot, if you consider, phase margin is equal to 60 degrees perpendicular line towards gain would give us gain margin is equal to 4 dB, extra 4 dB actually, right? From the actual gain margin we should add the 4 dB extra approximately, right? The gain margin would be 4. Therefore from here, from the same equation, what we computed here is 20 log k is equal to gain margin, actual gain margin. So now what we have to do is, this is actually minus 4 dB approximately, minus 4 because it is actually crossing the limit of 0, right? It is crossing the limit from the 0. It would be 4 dB. So the deviation is minus 4. Therefore 20 log k1 is equal to minus 4 dB, right? K1 is equal to 0.63. If you compute, you will get 0.63, right? This is K1. We need to compute K, right? K is equal to 8 into K1. Therefore K is nothing but 5.02 for PM is equal to 60. Phase margin is equal to 60, right? And phase margin is 60. When phase margin is 60, this difference, we need to draw a perpendicular from here where we get the gain crossover frequency, right? Gain crossover frequency, from which we can calculate the first line, that is 20 log K1, right? From that point 20 log K1 is minus 4 dB. This is nothing but the gain margin. This is nothing but the gain margin when you shift the phase angle, phase crossover frequency. When you shift it, what you get is minus 4 dB. So this is how we can calculate the unknown K. If they ask you to compute the K from the transfer function using Bode plot. So that's it for today's class. We'll see you in the next class.